Hello people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are all doing well today. Alright, there's going to be a lot of unpacking that I'm going to be doing today. Today is just Thursday and we are approaching weekends. You know, a lot of things happen on Fridays before the market closes. So it is an opportunity for those who want to buy at the weekend close, because most investors do sell off weekends in order to have some funds to spend and that. So it's always an activity and behavior in the stock market. So today, one of the things that we are going to be learning in this particular video is how to take the opportunities when the stock market is consolidating. Once there is some form of consolidation in the stock market, you just need to take the advantage, especially buying at the dip and buying at the support base. So before I step into the analysis of today's market, I want you to do me one favor: help this video to get at least 50 likes. You can like and share, and if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, it's a way to support what I'm doing. You just hit the button there to subscribe, while you get value for your subscription. Now I have 5 major stocks today that I want to unpack, and one of them is Zeta. So I'm going to go ahead and see what is Zeta doing right away. Yes, okay, this is Zeta, and first and foremost, Zeta operates an omni-channel data-driven cloud platform. It's a cloud platform, that helps provide enterprise with customer intelligence and marketing automation. Now a lot of people, just like when we talk about data analysis help investors, businesses to plan how to invest, how to spend, and what not to spend. That is data analysis, and this particular company helps you to gather those data that company need in order to make plan for execution and all that. But away from that, I want to check where this the 52-week low or high of this company, and you can see it is already trading like 15 out of 24. So you still have a lot to go, and then the market cap is $3 billion, $3.8 billion. And so me, I want to check the PE, because sometimes when you are buying a stock, you also always check the price to earning ratio. The price to earning ratio will always tell you if this particular company is making even or not. As you can see, on the current is already 16.75. That is massive. And why it's so is because if you look back to 2025, you would see in the last quarter it has 20.58, while in the third quarter it was 23, and then the first quarter it was already 19 and thereabout. So for me, I'm going to be adding this particular stock to my radar. Let me check the beta. Because the beta most times will always show you if the stock, the price to movement, the moving average also considers the beta. Trying to get the beta. All right, let me go back. Okay, beta is 1.2, 1.28. 1.28 in beta means this stock can move 1.28 upward and 1.28 downward. And now that the market has over 24.90, in terms of 52-week range, you're still going to have a lot of opportunities moving forward. And what is the stock price of this particular company? $15. And for me, I'm going to be buying at least 50 to 100 units of these stocks. So that is one of the stocks that you should add to your radar. And I mentioned one of the stocks that is going to be making wave in this in this April. Yes, this April. That is Redwire. Redwire is another stock that you should add to your radar because it's going to make you millions if you are strategic enough. As a technical analyst, I don't just buy stock when people are talking about the stock only. You check when people are running away from the stock. That is when you buy, because then you'll be buying at a very deeper price below the intrinsic value. And see, this is Redwire trading almost 4.87 52-week low, but now the 52-week high will be $22 plus, and the beta is 2.54. 2.54 means that it will move upward 2.54% upward or downward, and now there is much of consolidation. So for you who want to build wealth, these are stocks that you have to consider. There is one other thing I want to make investors understand, especially those of you who are in Nigeria who always clamor for Nigerian stocks. You know, you want to buy Nigerian stocks, they tell you about a lot of Nigerian stocks. This is what it is. If you look at this Redwire currently is $1.74 billion market cap, which means that it's still a penny stock that has a long-term growth. It has a long-term growth span. If you get this particular stock at this moment, you will be able to grow with the company when it will be 2 billion, 3 billion, 5 billion, 10 billion, or even 15 billion. So you are at the starting point of this particular company. You see why building wealth is not all about following the already built companies. You follow companies that are building up so that your wealth will be able to grow upwards, not at the apex. So if you mention some Nigerian stock, for instance, maybe MTN, or you mention Zenith Bank, tell me where Zenith Bank or MTN is going to grow and hit again. They are already at the peak. So anybody that is buying all those stocks, they are at premium. You are buying at premium compared to when you buy stock that are very cheap and have a long-term growth span. So this video is going to be a little bit long, but I need you to help me to like this video, help this video to reach a lot of persons. Because for you who is always asking me, Coach Casimir, you want to buy this, you want to buy Nigerian stock, list Nigerian stock, list Nigerian stock, I just want to clear your doubt right away. And the best way to know is this. Now, we are expecting a lot of stocks, a lot of IPOs, foreign IPOs in this, in fact, by June, because XAI, you have Stripe, you have a lot of them that are about to come into the secondary market. They're already trading in the primary market, and in the primary market, I have the first-hand information about most of these stocks that are about to come in. OpenAI is also there, that's going to come during this year. In fact, they are coming this year. And now here is another thing that you must know. If XAI come into the market today, it has more than 20 years of growing span compared to most of those Nigerian stocks that you already see. You already know them. If you talk about PZ or Transcorp, where are they growing to? That is the main question. Where is your growth or their growth going to affect your financial investment with them? Are you ready to spend 10 years with them? How far can they grow? They're already at the peak compared to most of the stocks that I'm listing for you. So add this Redwire to your portfolio. I have another stock which is this particular one is Iron. Yes, Iron has been one of the best in class right now when it comes to growth and AI infrastructure and all that. Iron has dropped significantly. If I let me check the 52-week low. The 52-week low is showing $34, 52-week low, and the lowest is $5 on the lowest. Why on the highest, the 52-week high is $76.87. So at the price that it is right now, it still have over 50% to meet the 52-week high. That is on a yearly space. Otherwise, you see most of this stock growing, and the beta is 4.82. You can see it, 4.82, and the market cap is $11 million. I love this particular company, and it has, in fact, consistent news, because news help to determine if companies, if investors are actually paying attention to a particular stock. When you see a stock that for the past 2 weeks or 1 month, it doesn't have any update or any headline in the news, you know that it doesn't have much activities when it comes to purchase, when it comes to buys. But you can see iron just 9 hours ago, how the iron story is shifting with AI contracts. Iron is actually accumulating much of contract for enterprise, government, and all of that. 17 hours ago, billionaire Rob Citron, also positioned it. These are what you need for you to decide the kind of stock you need to buy. And for me, this stock is a go-go. You need to buy this stock, because if you check 1 month ago, you can see it has dropped. 6 months ago, it's also already dropping. 1 year ago, it's already spanning up. So for me, I'm adding this stock to your radar. I just mentioned 3. Then, last but not least, I want to add one more blue chip stocks that you should buy and add it to your radar. It's important. We are about to, to pick up. Now here is Facebook. Yes, this is Facebook. For those who have $10 million, 20 million naira, 20, 10, as the case may be, and you want to invest in blue chip structured companies that are stable, this is Facebook. Facebook is right there for you to buy, and currently it's trading $568. And if you can see the 52-week range, it is already on the lowest, almost on the lowest. Currently, don't buy stocks that are already at their peak where you have a little fund. If you don't have up to 5 million, 10 million naira, 20 million or 30 million naira to invest, don't go and start buying Facebook. Don't buy Facebook. Don't go and start buying Tesla, or you want to buy AVGO when you have minimum of $200 or $1,000. These are companies that you need a large sum to be able to buy them. So, but when you have $1,000, $500, 200 or 100 as the case may be, or 50, what do? You buy penny stocks that have life to grow. These are what you do. You don't just step into them and begin to buy them. Do you get my next video? I'm going to be showing you how to buy the IPOs before they come into the market. So if you found value in this particular video, make sure you watch the next one, and don't forget to strike the subscription or like this video or share it. See you in my next video. Thank you so much.